Hello and welcome to the 13 Nights of Horror. I'm TJ Washuk.
And I'm Evan O'Neill.
And today's episode is Pandorum from 2009.
Man, what a sci-fi thriller this is, huh?
So, I enjoy this movie. Evan doesn't enjoy it, but we're still going to have this one on our list. Just because it reminds me kind of like we did last year, Event Horizon. It's kind of like a Dead Space, the video game type of movie, where the spaceship is lost in space, and there's creatures aboard that are trying to kill them.
Yeah, it starts off with Corporal Bowers awaking from hypersleep. He doesn't really remember much. That's a side effect of hypersleep. Soon after, Lieutenant Peyton wakes up, and they're both on the flight crew. They gather that they need to get to the reactor to restart the ship's reactor before they lose all power. And it's essentially a quest throughout the spaceship for Bowers to get to the reactor.
Yeah, and Dennis Quaid's character, Peyton, he is basically in the, or it's not the hull, it's the
flight deck.
The flight deck, thank you. The whole time, you know, just waiting for Bauer to get back. While he's there, he meets a character, I think his name is Gallo.
Yeah.
That is in, I guess, the paneling he crawls out of.
Yeah, it's weird. I will give this movie a redeeming quality. It does have Ben Foster. He's a good actor.
Yes.
He's actually the main character, Corporal Bauer, and our boy Norman Reedus has a short appearance in the movie as well.
Actually, Ben Foster's brother is in this movie, John Foster. There's a scene where an unknown passenger awakes while the monsters are around him.
Oh, that's his brother. That's cool.
Yeah, that was his brother, and they, kill him right away. So what a way to wake up and just die right away.
Yeah, might as well wake up in hell.
This movie, it feels very claustrophobic, very dark. So if you're gonna watch this movie, I definitely recommend you're in a dark room, just so you can see everything, because it's such a dark movie.
Not me. I had all the lights on in the middle of the day.
Oh, okay. Were you able to see everything?
Yeah, I was able to see a fair amount.
Okay.
Yeah, they get to the claustrophobic thing right away with Bowers crawling through like a service tunnel for a portion of the beginning, and he starts to freak out. And as you can imagine, you probably would too. You just get you're prone and crawling, and that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're going. He's like, I just want to stand up, and I'm like, yeah, I feel that, man.
And then he eventually finds a dead body in the crawl space where he's crawling.
Yeah. So it's a thriller because you don't know what's going to happen next. It's a horror because there are like these advanced creatures on board that are hunting down the remaining survivors.
Yeah, the way they designed them kind of reminds you of another movie. I want to say it's like a Mummy or something. They're like the way that they're shaped. I don't know.
They got big heads.
Yeah, and like really skinny and like almost like necromancer looking type of creatures.
They look like goblins or ogres.
Yeah, exactly. But they find out.
Reminds me of the Neckers from Witcher.
So they find out, or Corporal Bauer finds out that basically the ship is Noah's Ark. It was meant to repopulate on another planet distant from Earth because Earth has run out of resources, like most sci-fi movies like this, and they're trying to find a new place to live.
Yeah, and it mentions a previous flight with about 5,000 people on board, where one of the lead officers of the ship suffered a syndrome called Pandorum, which is what the movie is named after, where you essentially go crazy in deep space, and he evacuated everybody from hypersleep just out into the emptiness void of space.
Yeah, and actually the term Pandorum is a fictional condition that they kind of made for this movie.
Yeah.
But, you kind of understand, like you said, what it is. There's quite a few like fight scenes that they have in this movie where the crew fights off these creatures. I thought that was well choreographed.
Yeah, these creatures have like superhuman strength.
It seems like they mutated from the core reactor, maybe? That's what it seems.
I think the explanation was that while the humans were in hypersleep, they're being fed chemicals that would speed up the evolutionary process, so that way they could adapt to a new planet faster. And instead, over the course of the time that the years that the spaceship was floating around, they adapted to the spaceship instead. Because they have relatively pale skin from lack of natural light, no hair, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now they may have mutated from the reactor. That's a possibility.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the whole movie right there. I did enjoy the end credits. It's kind of cool to see, the empty space ship while the credits were moving around. That was well done. Do you have any final thoughts?
Let's see. Budget was $33 million. It made $20.6.
It's supposed to
Came
be
out.
Have a sequel, or be a trilogy rather.
It's supposed to be?
It was supposed to be, but it didn't happen.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad, because I don't see how they can make another one. Watch it.
Alright, so this has been Pandorum. Stay tuned for more episodes. I am TJ Washuk.
And I'm Evan O'Neil.
This has been a Two Guys production.
Hey, are we both wearing gray t-shirts?
Yeah.
That's why we're besties.